Jose to connect. And here
Oh
he is.
my gosh.
Yes, we did it.
Oh, we finally did it. I'm so sorry. I am so
Oh my God,
technologically
I'm
inept. I
so
couldn't get
excited.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
How have you
goodness,
been?
how are you?
I've been pretty good actually, just been chilling with my orchids because, with everything that's going on, but they've been keeping me cheered up. How about yourself?
Oh my gosh, I've been doing good.
Oh,
So I
good.
met Jose Carlos. I met you at, where did I meet you? We met at the Redlands?
Yeah,
The
we met
Redlands?
at Tamiami
No, we met at
actually.
Tamiami 2 years
Hmm.
ago.
That's right.
And I was so excited. I actually, somebody told me in my YouTube, they were like, go say hi to Carlos from SVO. He's got the best catasetums. So I went over there, and that's when we met.
Yeah,
So
no, I
I'm very
remember that.
excited.
And I used to watch your YouTube videos too, and I was kind of hoping that you would stop by. And I was actually in my booth, and I saw you there, with your camera, and I think your friend was with you too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really hope that she stops by, and you did. So you kind of made my trip there. So
Oh,
thank
you're
you.
so funny.
Yeah.
So tell us. I'm so excited. Too bad I can't see you at Redlands because everybody Redlands got canceled, so you're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to come here. Probably till what? Till next January?
Yeah, probably. And all the orchid shows got canceled. And I
Yeah.
believe the Fort Lauderdale show was going on at the same time the Santa Barbara show was, and then that got canceled too.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
you didn't come for that. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, we
Yeah.
have you here now, and I'm so
Yeah.
excited. So tell me,
Hmm.
what new orchids? Like, what are you guys coming up with? Like, what new stuff do you guys have? Because we are like everybody else, we're all in quarantine. We want to shop.
Yeah.
We want to add more orchids to our collection. So
Right.
tell us what you got.
So right now, what we've been working really hard with is cerulleas. So actually, if you even go like on our listings right now, there's a lot of cerulea plants, which cerulea is really a fancy name for a lavender color. And so I
Mhm.
actually have an example. This is one that I have in bloom in my collection. But this would be a cerulea. I know on the camera it looks a little bit white,
Oh
but
my
I'll take a
goodness!
picture
Oh, let
of
me
it.
see
I'll
that
probably
lip. That
send
lip
it
is
to you.
gorgeous.
Yeah. And so you can see it has a
Wow.
deep purple lip. You
Oh
can see
my
the
goodness.
color a little bit better there. So that's what we've really been working on. And there's cerulleas that are this, like with large flowers, but then there's some that are spotted too. And I personally like the spotted ones, but they're always a little bit, they take a little bit longer to flower actually. But these are the
Okay.
first blooms of these ones here.
Oh my
So
gosh,
that's
that
something
must
that
be
we've been working
fragrant.
with.
That is
Yeah, it is
beautiful.
actually.
Let me see it
Mhm.
again. Let me see it again.
Yeah. So here it is.
Okay. Oh my
And so let
goodness.
me tell you the name. This is Elsie Lovenot by Cattleya mossii. So you've heard of that species, I'm sure. I
Okay.
got a few
Well,
plants from Ecuagenera too. Like they have some mossii there as well.
that is
But
beautiful. That is awesome. And is that on sale now? Like, can they go
um,
ahead and they order?
yeah, this is actually on sale, so you can actually find this online. And you'll find
Okay.
it under the Cerulea section in our website. Now the
Under
interesting
the-
thing is that so you see this is a Cerulea, but this is a sibling, and this sibling came out like the regular color, which is actually a pink. And
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh my
yeah,
goodness. And they smell different, probably, right? That is
they
so
smell the
pretty.
same. Yeah, they smell the
Okay.
same. Uh-huh.
Okay. So this is like a Catalea,
Yeah, that's a
and it's called
Cattleya. Yeah, and they're
Cerolia.
very fragrant too, and they're perfect. You can see they have these new roots coming in, so I'm pretty excited for that
Nice. Of
actually.
course. Of
Um,
course. And everybody's commenting. They love it. They love it. I love it.
oh,
Nice. I love that.
hi
You can't
everyone.
see the comments? You can't see the
Yeah, I can
comments?
see the comments. I just realized
Oh,
that they're there
okay, okay,
actually. So
okay.
hi everyone. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to do that. Hello.
This is so much fun. I love
Yeah.
this. So
And then
how's the
also
temperature over there? So
it's
does
actually.
SVO ship to Curacao? They're asking.
I'm sorry.
Does
Oh, we actually
SVO
do
ship?
not ship to Curacao, sadly. We ship
No.
to the United States and also Puerto Rico too. But we
Okay.
go to mostly all of the international orchid shows. So, once all of this is over with, you can probably catch us at some orchid shows too. But there
Nice.
are some vendors in Europe and other places that are almost like agents, and they kind of buy plants from us, and then they sell them in their own nurseries. So that's how
Okay.
sometimes you can get some plants like that as well.
Okay.
But
Okay.
hmm can I
Okay.
show you
Sounds
another one I'm really
good. Okay.
excited
Show us
for?
more. Show us more.
Okay. So this one is actually one of my favorites, and if I don't knock all of my plants over, hopefully.
Okay. Safe and doing all the whole.
Oh,
Oh. What is that?
So this is called SLC Angels Fantasy, and it's actually a compact Cattleya, so it's probably going to get to be about another 2 inches in height. But it has flares, as you can
Okay.
see.
Okay. So somebody's saying that they can't hear us. Are you guys able to hear us? So, you can hear me, Carlos, right?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can
Okay.
everybody
So
hear
let me
us?
see. Let me see that one again.
Oh yeah, let me show you this one right here again. So it is flared.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. It's what? It's flared?
Yeah, it's flared. So you can see that it kind of has like these little markings on the petals there. And this is Angel's Fantasy. Now, Angel's Fantasy, just a little bit of history, if I'm correct, it was actually created by Frank Fordyce, which was a really, really predominant orchid Cattleya hybridizer. He made a lot of really nice Cattleya hybrids that are still used today for hybridizing, actually.
Oh my goodness, that color is spectacular.
Yeah. And how's the
That is
weather
nice.
over there?
No, it's hot, it's humid, it hasn't rained. It's
Oh my
it's it's a
goodness.
little crazy. So that is
Wow.
beautiful. I love
Oh, thank
that.
you.
And are these
Thanks.
all these are all like ready to ship and ready to go? That
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're ready
yeah.
to go and they're ready to ship. Many of them are blooming size. So
Okay.
usually Cattleyas don't flower until they're about 5 years old, but a lot of our crosses are actually flowering at about 2.5, 3.5 years old. And so that's really good because they're flowering in a smaller pot. Ultimately, they're still babies.
Okay.
So if I can find a baby here, this one here is actually one that I just got. And I got this one. I kind of set it aside for about 6 months. And once I had a good amount of orchids, I took them all home. But this is LC Love Knot, and this is another cerulean. And
Wow, cerulean. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, that's beautiful. These are fantastic. So then these are all grown, of course. They're all cattleyas, so they're all, you know, we have to take care of them just like we do the cattleyas. And in my case,
yeah,
I feel them that the ones that are potted, so I have to mount them on my palms.
yeah. Your house looks like a little paradise. During this whole quarantine, I look at the pictures you post, and I see it literally looks like an orchid paradise, and it's always so refreshing to see. So thanks for posting all of those.
Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah,
So so that's awesome. So let me see that one. That one's the I love that pink, that orange and fuchsia one.
yeah.
But let me see. This is Ceralia. Ceralia.
Yeah, the
Ceralia.
cerulea. But now
Cerulean.
you guys are in Florida, so you guys mostly grow like vandas, right? Like what kind of orchid like plants do you mostly grow?
We can grow anything. I mean, what I have in my garden, vandas do amazing, but that's just,
Right.
I guess, it's easier for us to grow them here because I guess because of our temperature. But we can basically grow anything. I mean, the only thing I don't do well with are encyclias,
Hmm.
and I've kind of made that very clear to everybody. I kill them.
Oh,
But as far as vandas and the phals, I mean, I grow them on my pond. I don't know if you could see
and they're
them.
beautiful.
I grow them on my palms. I like to attach everything. I mean, my Sherry babies now right now are attached and they're doing amazing.
Oh wow.
Um, Cymbidiums. I'm not very lucky with Cymbidiums.
Oh
So
yeah, and not a lot of people in Florida actually grow cymbidiums, do they? I always hear bad things about cymbidiums when I talk to
yeah.
Florida. Yeah, because right here they grow like weeds, but it's just something about the humidity that they just really, really hate, and they just do not do well at all out there.
Really? So what do you have in your collection? Like what do you collect
Yeah.
more? Yeah,
Um.
I'm stuttering. What do you grow more? What does well for you over there in San Diego?
So here in San Diego, I grow a lot of Brazilian hybrids and species, or
Okay.
hybrids that have Brazilian species in their backgrounds, I should say, because they
Mm-hmm.
do very well out here with the hot temperatures,
Mm-hmm.
especially with my greenhouse that is unheated and uncooled. I have to be careful with what I grow because this year in winter we got to 27 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's
Wow.
slightly below freezing. And
Right?
so I did lose a few plants, but not too many, and that's because I've kind of made my collection, just really warm growing types of orchids. So Schomburgkias, Cattleyas, Lalias. I actually have one warm growing Vanda, but other than that, I don't have any Vandas, sadly, and I love them because they have beautiful blooms. I mean, I see your post, and I see
Yeah.
everyone that grows in Florida's post, and they're just gorgeous. But I would
Yeah.
have to water them super heavily here, especially in my greenhouse.
Do you
So
grow right? So you have a greenhouse. You grow inside
yeah,
your greenhouse. Okay. And then
it's
do you keep a lot of them at work or you have your own collection at home?
I actually have my own collection at home. It used to be an old barn stall where they used to keep horses.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting. But Fred Clark actually helped me with kind of modifying it into a greenhouse. So it actually has like a roll up curtain and it rolls up and down so I can, leave it closed
Oh,
if
you
it's really
can't take
cold.
us there? I want to see.
Yeah. So
Will
let
you
me,
take us there? Yay.
yeah,
Okay.
so I'll show you actually some of the plants that I had like just kind of
Okay.
laid out here, and then we'll kind of go down the path of my greenhouse.
Nice.
Um, so
Yes, I'm so excited. Are you
yeah,
guys all
can I start
enjoying
with
this as much?
you?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh my, that you're showing us right now.
So these are just plants that I was actually just gonna kind of show you guys throughout the video.
Okay, but no, which
Yeah.
is that one that you just showed me? That red one. The one
This
that you're
red
in the
one
picture
is
with. That one. Wow.
LC Cool Out Tree. That's what
It's
that
what?
is right there.
It's what?
LC Cool Out Tree.
LC cool out tree. And what
Yeah.
is it? What is that? A Cattleya or what is it?
Yeah, it's actually a Cattleya hybrid. So it is a
Okay.
hybrid of LC Trick or Tree, and LC Trick or Tree has a very high flower count, but it has a slightly larger flower than what you're seeing here on this bloom. But you can see that it
Okay.
has real upright inflorescence. So
So
it
it
kind of
grows
has a
in
nice
like
bouquet.
it grows in a cluster like that.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's
Oh
exactly how
my
it grows.
goodness. That's
Mhm.
awesome. You think I could grow that? You think
Actually,
I could
absolutely. You can
yeah?
definitely grow that out here in Florida. Um, yeah, there's actually another cross that's called Granada Sunrise. I don't have a flower of it or a picture,
Mhm.
but I'll have to send you a picture through like, direct messaging. And
Yeah.
that one will definitely grow beautifully in southern Florida and just anywhere in Florida in general.
That is
Um,
beautiful. That is
yeah,
absolutely gorgeous.
so
Okay,
here
so
are a few more of my plants.
oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. A few more. Carlos, you can open up a nursery, boy.
Yeah, this is just kind of what I grow for, hobbying. This one I actually love because it reminds me of like Cheeto dust.
Okay, let me see. So the other one that you showed me, the beautiful one that I want to get, is
Uh-huh.
that one fragrant?
That one, it's actually not fragrant from what I can
Of
tell.
course, it
Yeah,
would be perfect. It'll be
yeah,
like the perfect orchid if it was fragrant.
yeah. A few of
Wow.
them are fragrant though. Like, this actually has a species in its background that's called Calea orontiaca, and so that's why it has those waxy petals that you see there. But here's Cattleya aurantiaca right there.
Where? I don't see it. Ooh,
Oof.
let me see.
Here.
Is that orange?
Yeah, it's orange
Oh,
actually. Here, let me go back. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I can't see myself, but hopefully you guys can see that.
no, we can see you. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just try to get this down.
I'm starting to hear animals out here.
Oh, are you? There you go.
Yeah.
What kind of animals do you guys have in Florida? Do you guys have
Oh my
to be careful with any sort of pests that eat your orchids or anything like that?
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, we have iguanas all
Oh my
over.
God. Yeah.
Um, but they don't mess with my orchids. The iguanas don't mess with my orchids, thankfully. But I'm just starting to hear some weird bird or something.
Oh, I
But
see.
anyways, don't mind me. I'm here for you. I'm here for your show.
All right. So let me go ahead and show you another one. Now, this one was actually a rescue plant, and
Okay.
I initially got it with just those back bulbs right there, as
Okay.
you can see, but it has grown quite beautifully. This is actually Cattleya walkeriana pendentive.
Oh, I have one of those.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do.
I
These are
have one of
really
those.
killer, and they're super fragrant, right? They're like really
Well, I
fragrant.
actually got it. I didn't get it in bloom, so it actually came in a box. You know those boxes that I order.
Yeah.
It came in a box, and I don't think it was in bloom when I got it, or maybe it was, and then it was just like fading. But I did get one of those, and I have it. I just attached it to one of my palms.
Oh,
That's
really?
beautiful.
It
That
would
one's
grow
amazing.
beautiful in your palms, actually.
Yeah.
These are very well mounted, and I don't know if you can see the roots.
So
Uh,
this one you rescued, and you got it to bloom.
yeah, that's right. So,
Nice.
in total, it was about a 2-year process from it, to fully recover. But it's doing quite well, so I'm quite excited with it, actually. Hmm.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And can you guys grow Paphiopedilums, like in Florida? Or is it too humid for Paphiopedilums? Because I've never seen anyone with Paphiopedilums at like Redlands or, I mean, have any of you? I don't know if
I
anybody.
bought a Paphiopedilum. Yeah, I did. I got one. So I got one. Actually, it was a gift from one of my subscribers.
Oh, that's
Um,
sweet.
at let's see, what show was this? It was at the Boca show.
Oh, really?
He gave me one, and it had a bud and it had a bloom, and then one of the blooms opened, and yeah, I have one in my collection. I only have
Oh,
one in my
gosh.
collection, so we'll see.
Oh
We'll
my
see
God,
if I
you
can
have
get
to
it to
send me a
rebloom.
picture of them.
Yeah, I
I don't
have.
really
I will.
grow a lot just because it's so warm in my greenhouse that when I first started, like I would kill them frequently. But right now I have a few and they're kind of just growing underneath my taller cattleyas. So
Okay.
that kind of gives them more shade, to what they require. So now I actually can grow them. But before, I would just kind of put them out in the open. But in the summertime, they would just be a crisp, essentially.
Yeah, that
So,
one's beautiful.
yeah.
I love the top. Look at that green. That one's really nice.
hmm And now
Super
this one
nice.
here is a hybrid of Paphiopedilum macabre by Paphiopedilum venustum.
Nice.
So venustum is a species as well.
Hmm.
And you guys
Wow.
will notice that it does have some hirsute as well on the petals too. So it has
Okay.
hairs on there,
Yeah, it has
actually.
hair. So
Uh-huh.
then what I heard with these pathiopedilums is that they really don't like to be fertilized. What do you think? I mean, how do you
Yeah,
fertilize these? Or do you do
I
it like
would
a
agree
slow
with that.
release?
hmm Yeah, I would agree with that. When they're not being watered by pure water, I'm feeding them really, really low doses of fertilizer. I'm not fertilizing them like my cattleyas whatsoever.
Hmm.
So yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
With
hmm
not too much fertilizer, just very little. Okay.
Yeah, just very
Yeah,
little.
I have not fertilized mine yet. I'm scared.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. I
Oh,
gotta put
wow.
something. I'll probably a slow release or something I'll do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is just one of the few. When I took the camera over there, I couldn't see if anybody could see clearly because I kind of like
Yes, it
flipped
was
my phone.
amazing.
Um, but there was another Paphiopedilum ferianum, so I'm gonna go bring that really quickly if that's all
Okay.
right. So
That's
I'll be
fine, but
right
your
back.
nursery is beautiful where you were taking us. That was awesome. Are you guys enjoying this? I see you guys all tuned in. He went to go
Yeah,
get
thank you so
something
much
for.
for tuning
Okay.
in too, cause I'm like
I'm so excited. I just need to know how I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Because
oh
you know how it's gonna be long ways, so it's like gonna be
right.
weird. But everybody that can't follow us there or doesn't have Instagram, they're like, try to put it on here. So I'm gonna see. I mean, if
Yeah.
whatever, I'll make it
Yeah,
happen.
exactly. And I'll send you a link to an app. I think that it'll actually kind of modify it to put like these kind of decent looking sidebars so that you can at least post it even though it's long.
Okay.
It'll kind of
Okay.
blur the
Yeah.
sides. hmm
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but I'll send you the link for that.
And I'm starting to get dark. It's I don't even. It's 8 o'clock. It's really
Oh,
dark
is it?
here.
Oh my gosh.
Look how
Yeah,
dark it got.
yeah, that was quite fast actually.
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
go sit
here.
under my chairs because me and bugs don't
Yeah,
we don't agree with each other too much. But all
no, I
right, so
totally
keep
agree.
showing us. I'm loving this.
So
Sorry, I just
this is
have to turn the.
Patharianum here, and this is actually a species from Asia.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that in there.
I'm
And now
sorry.
this one
Hold on.
also has hairsuit
Turn the
too.
light on.
Flower.
Turn the light on. Sorry. I just had to tell somebody to turn the light on in my terrace. My husband's watching the news and
Oh, really?
see how dark it is?
Yeah, it's
Like
so
I got
dark.
dark all of a sudden. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Um,
Okay. The light's on. Cool.
okay, are you
All
gonna
right.
be
So
okay
show us.
being
Show us.
outside with the bugs? Because I know I can't handle mosquitoes at all when I'm out there in Florida. I'm such a wimp when it comes to mosquitoes.
I know. It's terrible here.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
still very dark.
No, yeah, it is.
All right. So show us. So what else are you showing us?
Yeah, so this is a species, Patharianum, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what it looks like. But let me go ahead and show you something else that we have. These are actually Sarcochilus here. So you can see that they grow similar to Vandas. They're within the same family, but these are from Australia here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
That's nice.
they have spotted flowers, and they're cooler growers as well. They actually grow in similar requirements to Paphiopedilums, with the exception that they like to be in brighter light conditions. But in terms of watering, they're about the same because they like to stay moist in between watering.
Mm-hmm.
But they do like more light than the Paphiopedilums that we just took a look at earlier as well.
That
So
is
that's the circle kind.
adorable. Is that fragrant or no?
No, it's not too fragrant, actually. I don't think I smell a fragrance at all. It's sadly
No.
not. But I'll tell you which one is going to be fragrant. And this one here is actually a Love Sound hybrid. And I love Love Sound because it has a really strong color. So this is the flower.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's a love
That is,
sound by Jim Niku, actually.
wow, that one's awesome. And is that a Cattleya? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Cattleya here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see it's blooming in a 3-inch pot. Now, this is actually called Potenara Norma Sue. So that's the actual name of the hybrid, and the hybrid is Love Sound by Memoria Jim Niku. But Potenara Norma Sue is the actual name of the orchid there.
Carlos, do you know that I am terrible with names? I will never, never be able to say that ever.
Oh, it's okay. You know, I'm sure you will. I used to butcher. I still butcher names all the time. Like
I'm
especially when.
horrible. I am the queen of butchering names.
Oh yeah, I'm in the same club actually. Like even with like the one I showed you earlier, like this one, some people say that the species Cattleya mossii is pronounced mossii, but others say that it's mossiae. So it just kind of varies from person to person. But from what I've heard, the correct term is mossiae. Just like
Mossy A.
yeah, and
Okay,
that's this one.
Mossy A.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. That is just absolutely beautiful. You
Yeah,
know what? We need to think of a giveaway soon.
I know we do. Yeah, we certainly
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
We need
And
to
you know,
think
I
of
was
a give.
actually thinking of doing a giveaway very, very soon because I just hit 3,000 followers on Instagram. So I might do a little giveaway
Nice.
there. Yeah.
Nice,
Huh?
nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, it's getting quite dark over there.
It is. It's super, super dark. I told you.
Oh my goodness.
So I
Mhm.
think that this was successful. I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody enjoyed seeing all of your beautiful, beautiful I was going to say vandas. All of your beautiful orchids.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
And
thank you.
anything else that you think that will wow us
Um,
before we
um
go?
Absolutely.
I
Let
mean,
me go
everything has
ahead.
wowed me. That cluster, that I forgot the name. The
Oh yeah, the
that
Elsie Pulak
Cattleya
tree,
red
right?
one.
The
Which one?
orange one, this one right here,
Yes,
right?
that
Yeah.
one. Do not let me forget. I want that. I need that in my life.
Okay. Well, look at the way the plant's growing. So, you know, I'll save a division for you when it's ready to divide.
Nice,
You can count on
nice.
it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
And you should
love
be
it.
able to grow this like no problem either. So, yeah,
And
this
it
is gonna be
always goes in close. Oh my God, that is just absolutely beautiful. So, do you have any catasetums in bloom that you can show us? You know, my catasetums are starting to have some buds, so they're starting to spike.
no way. You're so
Mm-hmm.
lucky. Mine haven't even come out of dormancy. How are yours looking over there?
Oh, honey, they don't believe in dormancy here.
They
I
just skip it
tried.
automatically, right?
I tried to put them, and you would see me like tell my subscribers, like, whenever I do like my morning walks,
Mhm.
I'm like, I need to put my cataseums to sleep, but they're just not wanting to go in dormant. It's like they kept having new growths, and now they're all starting to spike, and forget it. It
Oh
doesn't work
wow.
for me here.
I'm so jealous. Right now, all the catasetums are just starting to come out of dormancy. The ones at the nursery, they've started to come out of dormancy too, and they have
Okay.
nice big new leads.
Mm-hmm.
But in my collection, like I said, I have an unheated greenhouse, so it still gets a little bit cold. So they're just starting to warm up right now, and so
Yeah.
pretty soon they'll start coming out more. But right now, I just see tiny little new growths emerging.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I have to show you mine. I gotta send you some pictures. Mine are
yeah,
like, they're huge.
you have to show me some.
I know. Oh my gosh, it was so nice to do this. I
It
loved
really was.
it.
Me too.
I
I'm so
love
sorry I
chatting
kept
with
you
you.
waiting.
I get to see you again in January when you come back for Tamiami.
Yeah, exactly.
So bring some of that stuff, and I might place an order for that red one. It was amazing. So, and I'm
Oh
sure you
yeah,
guys, everybody at home, was also loving that. So this was fun.
it really
Yeah.
was. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this with you. This is my first live, so
So
it's an
sorry.
honor to do it with you, of course,
Mm,
and it's great to see you
thank
as well.
you. All right, you guys. Well, Carlos, thank you so much for joining us. It's Carlos. I'm like Jose Carlos, Carlos, Jose Carlos. I that's it. It's Carlos for me.
It's Carlos. Most
I'm
people
trying
know
to
me.
get on the light so I can say bye to you guys. So send me those links. I'm gonna ask you some questions once we come off here, just to see how I can get some names, because I'm sure everybody's wondering what the name of that beautiful red one is. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get on the light here. And then that way I can share it, and everybody can just contact you guys and get some from you.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Sounds good. I look forward to chatting with you again pretty
All
soon.
right. All right, Carlos. Take
All right.
care.
You
And
too.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
No,
All
thank
right,
you
you
so
guys.
much.
Mwah.
Peace, guys.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna end this, and we can rewatch it on live or not on live, but on my Instagram, I think until tomorrow. And then after that, I'll do a video on YouTube. So I hope you guys like this. Carlos from SVO was on. He's amazing. I mean, and he has the most amazing orchids. So that's it. We'll see if we can do this, you know, maybe once a week, maybe more. I want to really start showcasing other orchid growers around, just around the world. It's so much fun. I got a picture yesterday from an orchid society in Africa, in Uganda. So I thought that was awesome. So I know everybody has different times and stuff like that. So I'll try to coordinate it where, you know, we could do a live and it will work. So that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll be bringing you guys different orchid nurseries. I'll be bringing you guys different growers from around the world, and we're going to try to make it fun. And that's it. You know, love for orchids is universal. So we can all enjoy everybody's orchids and the way they grow. So bugs are out here. It's dark. I'm going in. Thank you for watching. Mwah. See you guys next time. Bye.